happened. I did not die, but time has surely passed. I'm still in purgatory. It's the same place I was before. I feel like no. Returning eyes are back. Returning gods? Come once again to laugh at my misfortune? Or to will me on? For I am perhaps your only hope. At once more becoming whole, now that the forces of darkness have taken hold of Earth and the afterlife. Before I push forwards, I must check the stores. I'm full health. My gold. Very high amounts of gold, but my arrows, I have been saving them, so I do not need to buy them yet. St. Terence! Bless me, St. Terence. I am moving onwards to the next cathedral, the next citadel, the next port of call on my journey after having gone 2 steps forward. Teleporting now. The bells of the angels ring. Another god has died. Please, let it be a god of darkness, not another god of goodness. I'm not even sure any gods of goodness exist anymore, but still. Can you hear the angels sing? Can you hear them? They call me forward once again. Some goodness still exists. A new type of archer. Some kind of golden archer. Stronger now. Incredible designs emblazoned on its monkish robes. I hear abominations round the corner. Sounds like they're chewing on the flesh of innocents. You're dead though, you freak! Return to whence you came! More abominations, licking the moss off the walls when they don't have the flesh of children and dogs and cats to eat. They sustain themselves from the moss on the cold, dank walls of this ever-changing purgatory. The wind blows so slowly here, the flags waving like we're underwater. St. Terence? An abomination. I missed. Not that time though. That time though. And you. Before he could loose an arrow, I speared him through the tit with one of mine. We are both having trouble with the wall, but I won the battle. In the end, a black knight! I've pushed forward too far. This could be the end of me, unless I can block it now! In his face. Ah! His searing blade cut through my flesh. My hand, it's hanging on by a thread. Must find some blood of the lamb in order to recharge myself. Another Black Knight! Oh no, I'm panicking. I blocked him. Hit by an arrow. Blocked the arrow. The Black Knight has dropped me a blood of the lamb. Surely this is the blessing of St. Terence himself. Thank you, St. Terence. Take the blood of the lamb. Now I only have 1 health bar lost. I'm panicking again. The pressure is strong. I see a new abomination. Close. A white knight has appeared. My aim from a distance. There. A lovely headshot. this way. I need to backtrack at some point to get the blood of the lamb I left in the second cathedral. But for now, I have monks and abominations to cast into the pits of hell. An abomination far from me. Come at me, abomination, you prick. What a shot from a distance there. Sir Terence. Sir Clive. Monk. You fiend. A knight. My confidence is growing again, but his shield blocked the first of my arrows, but my second arrow, my sight was true, my aim was true, my arrow flew through the air, it bit into his face like a stiffened snake of doom. Another shielded knight blocked his blow in his face. The abomination, too, it did fall. Is there anything creepy and spooky in here? Yes, an abomination shot it right in its bare, skinless ass. No more spooky pooping for you, you skinless fuck. Now, forwards. A knight. A dark knight. In his face, the abomination falls. The dark knight, though, pushing me. Another headshot, but still. Yes, he's dead. I hear more of them growling from inside. The white knight ahead did not hear me. Oh no. We're in the torture rooms. The torture rooms are where the most bloodthirsty, most sick, most twisted abominations and monks hang out. The ones that feed on misery, that feed on pain, that are sustained by the tears of the innocent, the young, the weak, the old. Anyone who cannot fight for themselves, that is who feeds the souls of these beasts. An arrow dodged. An arrow lodged into the skull of a monk. An abomination so close. His skin looked like uncooked bacon rashers. My appetite for abomination death is as great as my abomination, as my appetite for food was when I was a young man courting my wife Henrietta back in the day, back during the times of the feasts of the fairs. I remember the fair of the solstice. Henrietta and I had been together for a year or so. I had not yet proposed, but it was on the cards. We were madly in love. We danced all night, and we drank all night, and then we danced and drank and sang and drank and danced and drank and sang until the mornings. Until my wife was sick on her feet. And then we had to stop, but, you know, it was good at the time. There was lots of dancing and drinking. Oh, God! Teleported far too far. They're dead, they're down, they're dead and down. They're down, dead and dead and downed. If only I could have one more hour at the fair. Or even 1 minute with Henrietta. To hold her in my arms. To play sword fighting with my son Henry, my boy. He was but a teenager when I sent him and Henrietta away, when I banished them. It was to try to save them from the abominations. I don't think they understood. I think they thought I was abandoning them. Surely. I believe they are still alive. I hope that my faithful hound Henri protected them, and that somewhere they live in relative safety. Safety. The monk shot his fellow knight in the back of the head with an arrow. You spooky dickhead. Worked out well for me, though. I've reached the end of the third cathedral. All this reminiscing gave me the courage and the strength to push on, to see my family once more. Before I push onwards, I will push backwards. There is a blood of the Lamb to claim in Cathedral 2 that I must rescue. So I'm fully at full strength for this next section of my journey. Finally, after a long travel, I have found it. The blood of the Lamb. Come to me, blood of the Lamb. Restore my health. Nom, 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 nom. Now, to make my way to the final cathedral, where the beast lives. So far, I've yet to defeat the beast. I have fought him on many occasions. But so far, his powers are too great. His army too overwhelming. But I feel good this time, with the pit of perdition behind me. Surely, victory is within my grasp. There it is. The final cathedral of purgatory. The last stepping stone before I reach Paradise Lost. The location of the angel Gabriel. I could go into the merchant's tower, but with full health and a large complement of arrows, I do not need to. Perhaps I will return here before I face the beast at the end of this castle. If the horrors that lurk within take my health down too far. But for now I need not. For now I am perfectly equipped to take on what lies within. Where are we floating? Nothingness is below me. How do these rocks even stay afloat? Here we go. Red monk. Red monk. Dead monk. This cathedral. It's a golden power monk. It's down. This cathedral is full of terrors around every corner. You can never be too safe. One of them is teleported. A monk. There. Standard weak monk. It's down. I hear growling from every corner. To the right. A black knight. The worst of surprises. Headshot 1, headshot 2. The black knight is dead. I have vanquished him. Can I vanquish this? I can. More monks. And one above too. I hit the knight's shield, but he did not arise. The monk, though, he did. Again, shield, but that time the face, and then the chest. Being down here on the floor is not good. Let's get up high. I see you, monk. I see you. In the back, he fell down. Great for the lols, but not good for... Teleporting! And you, teleported again. Shot him in the monk junk, just before he loosed his arrow at me. More monks. Take out the monks first, they will teleport. He threw his axe. What kind of slow motion axe is that? The handle's stuck in. Must have been very sharp. I hear no more growls. Oh! Heal, sir. Just using standard arrows as much as I can. I need to save my special arrows for when the shit really hits the fan. You're dead. You're dead. You're not dead. It's like ye olde Matrix. Ser Higton is making this shit look easy today. Or is it a day or is it a year? Who knows how long it takes time to pass in these terrifying depths. The cages of torture. When I first came to Purgatory, I found myself trapped in one of those. It wasn't until I gnawed off my own hand that I was able to use one of my bones to pick the lock. I didn't last much longer after that. I bled to death, but when I respawned, when I was rebirthed, I was in a different place, a starting area with a choice of crossbow and bow. I chose the crossbow, because it feels better to shoot in my opinion, but something is teleporting again. Abominations. A cluster of them. Are they out here? I hear them, but I don't see them. They must be in the Great Hall. Oh my word. Rapid fire now. The Great Hall is approaching. I need a more explosive solution to this situation. A knight. Die, knight. And you. And you. My explosive bolts pepper the floor. Relieving. Abomination! From the shadows! Ah! My skin! Its claws tore into my back! Ah! There's a flap of flesh hanging off. I've stuck it back on with a bit of spit and some of my tears. Oh no. This is it, my friends. This is the final stop on our adventure. I've never made it past this point. I've never reached further. I've never gone deeper. I've never gone darker. I am never been able to defeat what lies through this door. So first, I shall return to the Merchant's Tower, just to refresh my health. Merchant's Tower, I am in you. I'm ready to purchase your goods. Give me the blood of lamb. I am now at full power. My quivers. I shall restock my explosive bolts. Now I am ready. Now I'm ready to take on the beast that lies in wait. Okay, I am back. My health refilled. My ammo restocked. It's time to enter the portal and face my biggest fear. Oh, I need to, there we go. Shit. Can you hear him? Can you hear him? Anakim the Abominable. So far I've not dared say his name, for he is just so fearsome. There he is. The abominable beast. Untouchable from here. My only course of action is to go down. Down. Where I'm within grasp of his talons, his fists, and his hordes of monks. Wish me luck. Pray for me, St. Tristan. Pray for me, St. George, St. Clive. And if you can hear me, my beautiful Henrietta, my darling son Henry, my loyal hound Henry, please keep me in your hearts. Give me the strength to overcome Anakim the Abominable. Or else I have to do this journey all over again. Fuck do I get down? Here we go. He comes. Pestilence. I fire pestilence at him to slow him down. He is now slow enough for me to launch a tirade of explosives at him. But his monks have appeared from the walls. Abominations everywhere. Ah! His monks are now out. I must not panic. Ah! I'm panicking. Ah! 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 Oh God! Too many arrows! Ah! Anakim, you fuck! Fuck! Ah! Damn! Ah! 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 I am fading, my friends. Anakim, once more, was too much. The arrows of his guards decimated my health. But I have escaped the pit of perdition and the pit of mastery. And something I've laid things to rest. I scored many headshots. And I came back from the pit. My score is the best that I have ever done. And you can see all the hellspawn that I have sent back to the pits. So many of them. So many of them. Goodbye, my friends. If you're up there, gods, perhaps, if you'd like to see me again, let me know in some kind of comment, and do subscribe, so keep coming back to see more in VR Corner. And if you missed part 1, you can see it here.